Hi everyone, welcome back to Viviana Tarot. Viviana Tarot. This is Viviana. Thanks so much for joining me. Today's topic, since it was so popular last month, let's see how I do this month. I got 930 views. I haven't got that much since a month ago. I'm down to like 38 views, this and that. I want to get the viewership up. I want, want everyone to meet me, and I want to meet all of you. But so yeah, my topic is, what are people saying about you? What's going on? What is the gossip? It's good to know, right? I mean, as shallow as it seems in a way, gossip has functioned for many years as a way of survival, bonding, safety, building community. Right or wrong, there's always something we can learn from it too, about other people, about ourselves. So, take it as entertainment, but also take what does resonate, If you haven't already and you would like to, follow me, subscribe, and thumbs up and leave a comment and let me know how it resonated for you afterwards. So we have 3 piles here. We have pile number 1 is kind of blends in, but it's this bracelet I made here. Pile number 2 is this sparkly one. So pretty. And then pile number 3 is these pink hearts. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? It's the pink. Anyways. I think you get the drift, right? It's probably better when you do it like that. So yeah, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, or just go with the first one that really calls to you, and we will begin. So if you picked pile number 1, which is this bracelet, this is your reading here. So first card we have is the Sun in reverse. And we have this bracelet. Okay, so I feel like some of you, I don't know, maybe you're a Capricorn. I feel like sometimes you can be a bit pessimistic, but people see you as really negative, when maybe it's just you being more like realistic or coming from your own experiences that didn't work out the best, you know. So people might be saying that about you right now, or they don't want to tell you something because they think that you might put a damper on it. We've got so we get the fire. We've got the Tower in reverse. So it's like someone probably doesn't, it feels like someone doesn't want to tell you something because they just don't want like the spin that you'll take on it. They don't feel like you'll be supportive, so they want to tell you. And maybe you won't be, maybe you won't care, or maybe you want to. For some of you, this is a sister. What else, though? So what else is being said? I also have some very specific channel messages as well. So we have, I feel like people are saying that you judge so much, but you haven't experienced enough to make the judgments about what you're saying, whether that's true or not. They don't feel like you have as much courage as them, or have as much, you don't have like, courage or the strength to go after your dreams type energy. Could be dealing with a Leo, or you could be a Leo as well. That says that. Feels like it's a particular person that's saying this very strongly. They're leaving a situation, and maybe they feel like you wouldn't be able to leave the situation, or maybe they're sticking into a situation where you would have left the situation. They think, they think that you're not at peace with yourself, that you're always looking for the next thing, and you can't stick with things. And they just think it's like, they're like, oh, I think it's rich that they say things like this about me. Meanwhile, they worry so much about all the time. Like, they feel like you worry so much about things. So either they really know you well, or they think they know you really, really well, right? So let's get some purple cards here, and I have some channel messages as well. It's pretty straightforward so far. We have the heart chakra. I feel like they think your heart's in the right place and you're not a bad person, but I feel like maybe they think you, with the heart chakra being here, that they feel like you come from a place of wanting to protect them in like deep down, although it is hard. We have the third eye chakra here as well. They also do, in the positive note, believe that you do have a very good intuition and you do have a very good eye about things. You know, considering the situation, use your intuition. If it is half of you being presumptuous with them, or if half of them is it's them being presumptuous about how you would react, you know, or it's all them, or, you know, only you kind of know that. Passion ignited. They're just worried, I guess. Like, maybe they do want to share this with you, but either way, it's like, they just don't feel like you'll have the same passion for it. Choose wisely in reverse. They feel like they've made a decision and they feel like you wouldn't be proud of them for the decision. They may even have to tell you eventually, but they're not happy or they're not excited to tell you. They're scared to tell you because they feel like you're going to tell them they didn't make the right decision and and that they were hasty about the decision that they made. So now pile one, it's really coming out more about what you would say about what they think that you would say about them. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Virgo or a Leo or a Libra, Gemini. Your throat chakra in reverse. Yeah, so someone's just really not wanting to say how they feel about a situation. They feel with their throat chakra, they just feel like closed. They don't feel like they can speak and say how they feel, or they don't feel like they want to tell you about the situation because you may just find like obstacles and challenges in the way of what they want to do, and they just don't want that anxiety on them right now. Some of them do really appreciate your feedback and they want your approval, but they just feel like they have to wait a bit before they come to you because they don't feel like they can take your initial reaction to what you have to tell them. They have to get completely confident in that this is what they want to do and to anticipate all your questions and know how they'll react before they go to you. They want harmony. You know, they want to come to you and say it without it being a big fight and them having to defend it and them accusing you of stuff or you accusing them of stuff. They want it to just be like able to tell you, and, you know, hope is just going to be, you know, hope for the best, but expect the worst almost, they believe, you know, they're just scared. I don't know. They might even have been blowing up a disagreement you guys had about something, and they think that now that you had a disagreement with this, you would disagree about something else completely that they're doing, but it's not the case. They just kind of took that one case, maybe. Patience and planning reverse. Yeah, so they just like, I don't know, something about you or them being really hasty with the decision. A decision that's being made or a decision that's been made or is going to be made. That type of deal. That type of energy. And just not giving them hope. And not giving them encouragement and hope in the situation that, like, I don't know. They're like encouraged that's a great path. You might not feel like it's coming from a stable place. You might feel like it's coming from a hasty kind of place. And it's coming from like an uninspired sacral chakra representing like, you know, creativity, right? Thinking outside the box. It's like when it's blocked, it's like they don't feel like the decision that you don't feel like the decision they'll make is like outside the box or creative or innovative. It's just kind of a survival or it's very hasty or something. Or just, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So let's get some channel messages here. Specifically about what other people are saying about you. Reaffirm messages or what else is going on here. So we have, you need to decide. So take that how that resonates. You need to decide. You need to decide. I don't know what to say to you for that one. We have compartmentalize. Maybe they feel like you compartmentalize things, or your decisions that you make, you compartmentalize and you don't see how they intersect sometimes and affect other people. Distracted. Some people feel like you're just really distracted too right now, so they might not want to come to you and ask you things or tell you about things because that you just seem like, you know, you're distracted. What else do we have? We have, you need to speak up. So maybe some people also think that there's something that you need to speak up about. You need to say something about someone can tell that you're upset with them, or someone can tell, your friends can tell you're upset about a situation, and they feel like you need to speak up about it because you talk too much to them about it, that you need to tell the person that you're upset with about the situation, or you need to alert someone. Family issues. So some people like think that you need to speak up in family issues and be more assertive or stand your ground. Karmic partner in the way. For some of you, a karmic partner is in the way, or a karmic partner is saying these things about you, or someone that you likes. Karmic partner is saying bad things about you, or is blocking them to come towards you as well. People maybe think you're entitled. Maybe you are, or maybe they think you act that way, or maybe you're just very sure about what you want. And we also have just their way. But some people are defending you and just saying it's just their way, you know, about some people saying you feel like they're entitled or whatever, and just kind of like supporting you. I see someone older, Pete or P or something that's coming up. Someone maybe supporting a family member or something, an uncle, grandfather, father. Someone along that lines. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for pile number 1. I hope that resonates. Let me know. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Vivid Anna Tarot. Subscribe here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know how it resonated here in the comments. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can email me in my description box below. So now let's go on to pile number 2, which is this one. And we have Queen of Swords in reverse. So you may be a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, and people think that you're kind of tactless. You're kind of tactless with the way you've said things recently, or just maybe in general. It could be someone at work thinking this about you. As I was shuffling, I saw the 3 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're coming through a healing. Maybe you're going through a grieving right now, or you're going through healing of a breakup or something really shocking, and maybe you are putting your foot in your mouth a bit, or maybe, I don't know, you're just not as, like, sensitive because you're feeling kind of run down. Yeah, so, like, I don't know, you're saying things, you just feel more sure of yourself, you know, because of what the pain that you've been through, and that for some people that comes off as tactless and rude, you know. You also might come across as, with the 3 of Cups here, it's more like, as much as you're like a certain way that way too, you're also more carefree. Like you've like let go of a lot of things. Like whatever happens really rocked you lately, that you've really let go of a lot of like ambitions, or like just things that you were so worried about before, you know. And for some people it's like they judge you, and then some people are actually really admire you to be able to like really, you know, let go and allow yourself to be confident. The Magician, you know, allowing yourself to just like let stop judging yourself so much and allow you to celebrate yourself. Be confident in yourself. Don't apologize for yourself, you know. Maybe you swung the other way before. Maybe be a little bit more materialistic, or a little bit more careful with your money more than you usually have. Yeah, so we have the 3 of Swords here. You're going through a healing process, and things are a bit messy in the way that you're doing things to a certain extent. I'm not going to lie, but that's all part of the process, you know. And those who love us understand, you know. People may say things, but at the end of the day, they know who we really are, you know, and they know that we're just going through, you know, certain things. So they just know that right now you're in a stage, you're stuck in a cycle, in a stage of a grieving process, but they do believe you'll come to the light for some of you and come to a better place of optimism and hope. Yeah, so here we go. This is the Star card, which represents hope. You could also be an Aquarius, also really just kind of saying Aquarius, or it could be an Aquarius saying this about you. But yeah, you're coming to this place where they just believe, they do have hope in you. Or so people, if you're going through a hard time right now or something, people really do believe in you, and they have hope that you can like do whatever you put your mind to, you know, and they want that for you too. They feel like you just need to take it easy and, you know, rest, or some people think you rest too much, Or, I don't know, it's like this real thing here, like maybe people think you're like really like sometimes really peaceful and other times you're really stressed out, like you have a really anxious, depressive kind of energy sometimes. You can go both ways, or maybe you struggle with both of those things, which is there's no shame in that. But maybe I hear someone kind of explaining that to someone else, how that's kind of how what happens with you sometimes, and they're not judging. I don't feel like it's like negatively. I think it's like it's not a negative thing they're saying. They're just explaining this to someone else. Like, that's how you are because maybe someone else confused about you or something. So they don't judge you about it, but it's like hard for them, they're saying to someone else. So what else? I see. Curtis. We've got 4 of Wands. Could be someone upset with you in your home, in your family, or people that you live with. The attention that you're getting, or the special favoritism that's going on in terms of maybe people giving you money or opportunities and you not putting in too much, investing too much in money or opportunities or with like passion or energy, and they really are, and they're just not, they don't feel like they're getting justice in the situation. And this could be a Libra, or this is just kind of reaffirming that you're a Libra. So let's get some more energy cards. Let's get some purple cards here and see what's going on. What else are people saying about pile number 2 here? We have solar plexus chakra in reverse. Maybe some people feel like you're insecure, or they want to make you feel insecure. Third eye chakra. They feel like you're very intuitive, and they're amazed by the decisions that you make that they fail to make, and they feel like, oh, how did she know this was going to happen type situation. And they kind of makes them feel insecure with themselves as well. We have moving on in reverse. They find it hard to move on from talking about you because they feel envious. So some people are envious of you, and they are also someone who's kind of deceptive around you. It could be a group of 3 people, 3 women, 3 men, 3 people in a friend group, or that you work with, that type of thing. They might have like a lot of money, or kind of seem to have a lot of money or material prosperity, new beginnings, but you will know who these people are because they're very much stuck in their ways, and they're very much about their image and success and succeeding and milestones and things like that. Those are the buzzwords for them. You know, it's always about accomplishment, achieving, and competitiveness. Obstacles and challenges. Sometimes these people just kind of make things harder for themselves, and they kind of just talk badly and set themselves up to fail, or set other people up to fail, and set up drama just because they're bored. You know, they can't stand to be by themselves, so they kind of just talk to talk. So a lot of what they say is not even true, or it's not even anything they truly care about. It's just fodder for them to talk about because they're bored. Because they don't like listen to their intuition about things. They listen to what other people say about other people. And if they base their belief on whether that person is someone they want to respect, or someone they believe or not. Whether that person's true or not, that doesn't really like matter to them. You know, they'll delude themselves either way, into believing that person, whether or not it's true or not. Power. Anyone who's in a position of power, they will believe. Is what I'm getting. So let's get some channel messages here. So what else are people saying? Kind of what's going on? What is the scoop? So we have, what is this? Nothing. Maybe blank slate. Flashy, shallow. So some people think you're flashy. Some people think you're shallow. Maybe you use flashy or shallow tactics to make friends or get attention, but it's not really who you are. But it has worked for you in the past or something. Or maybe they just think that's what you are. More time needed. I feel like that spirit kind of just saying, if you're trying to move in with a customer base or some type of like friend base, or I don't know, some type of work thing, a little bit more time is needed for you to like warm up to each other, because there's a lot of things that happened before you even came into the situation that were pretty intense. So yeah, compartmentalize. So with compartmentalize, I believe that it has to do with work. Some people are telling you how they admire the fact that you're able to do that with work. Some of you work in a very emotional kind of job. We have work first. And that you're pretty, like, you know, family issues. Some people think that you, like, you're a workaholic, though. And that you have family issues because of that. And they kind of feel like you're hot and cold. Like, people think you're a little bit, like, sometimes you're nice, and then other times you're just, like, kind of cool. And, like, they just think that you're kind of cold towards them. And they feel like they're not sure why, and it kind of hurts them. Some people think you're chasing glory, or you know, something like that, because maybe you come across a certain way in their mind. And then someone says they need to decide. So take that how it resonates. They need to decide. I think most people think you're pretty cool, but they feel like you're a bit distracted sometimes because you, like, they know you have a lot going on. You know, you have a lot of windows open. A lot of people see you kind of, like, mysterious. Very mysterious. Alright. So hope that resonated. If it did, give me thumbs up. Subscribe. DM me for a reading. All that jazz. Everything that you like to do. If you'd like to leave me a tip, you can do that as well with my PayPal in the description box. So if you picked the pink, this is your reading. We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like someone is mad because quite literally you are supposed to pay them back, or you promised someone to loan them money or help them with money, or you said you had money or something, and you're very slow to deliver on that, or you're very slow to prove that you do have money. Some of you are an earth sign, or this person is an earth sign, or someone who's failing to be generous to you, or is taking a long time to be generous to you, or something to do with some type of favor or something. Someone's, like, thinking you're sitting pretty or something with, like, oh, you're spending all this money or something. Where's the money that you owe them or something? Some of them, this is an ex or something. They're like, why aren't they being generous to me? Why didn't they show me that love when we were in the relationship together? That type of thing. Some people may be saying that you're kind of, you know, it could be a Sagittarius saying this, but it could also be someone saying that you're out of, like, you're up and down, you're kind of, like, out of whack and out of balance and crazy. Think that you're, like, stuck on them and you don't have any fresh content or new information or something in terms of your business type thing. The people around you, though, side note, just seem like very gossipy people with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so it's not too much to really believe in. This person could be a Libra, someone who's kind of very upstanding in the community, even though they're kind of fake. And, you know, they definitely play favorites here. We also might have a Leo, or we may have someone who's just two people that, you know, you butting heads with the truth, or someone butting heads with courage and bravery or shock value type situation. It's not new. Like, there's this new, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then we have some of you, it's a air sign, so it's like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're just not speaking their truth, as well as they're not showing passion towards you. If you're a Gemini, then that could be you, Gemini male. Or, you know, if you're a Gemini or an air sign female, they feel like you are speaking your truth, but it's not coming out as passionate. So they don't feel that passion there anymore. We have Three of Pentacles. Some people are jealous that you seem to be standing out at work or what you do, and they feel like you have money already. So some people think it's easy for you to stand out because you already have money, or you came from money, or it seems to just come really easily for you. Closing cycles, being like you're just on the top of the world anyways, you know. America's sweetheart type situation. I don't know, people like really think, you know, someone really does love you though. There is a soulmate that is talking about you. For some of you it's a Scorpio. They see it, they see the opportunity in you, you know, what you were. They realized that they should have worked harder for you and towards you. And that they are a fool and they've changed their ways, or they want to change their ways. So let's get some purple cards now. We've got a few things that they want to say. This one, pile 3. Could be a Cancer also saying this. We've got transformation. Transformation. We've got mental conflict. Some people are really partnerships and alliances. This person, there's a particular person who's very conflicted about you, or about this partnership that you guys had, or it went bad. They feel like you screwed them over, or they screwed you over, and they're trying to plead the victim here, and they're seeing you transform. So for some of you, this is a main character, someone who's saying lots of stuff that's not the best about you, to kind of deter you to go forward within your, you know, saying that you didn't have to sacrifice much to get where you are because you already had money or something, or you already had connections. Light in reverse saying, oh, you're not going to last long anyways. They don't have hope that you'll do much well anyways. Right now you're just like a flash in the pan. You're on top of the world. Next day you're not. Nothing's going to come of this, you know. Nothing's going to be birthed of this. There's not going to be any legacy, that type of thing. This is what they're saying. They don't feel like it's like divinely guided with the crown. They don't feel like it's divinely guided what's going on. But that's just their opinion. They seem to intensely want to say it so much, so you have to wonder why, right? Throat chakra. Because they might be wary and wondering why you're not saying anything about them. You know, so I don't know. It's making them look really bad, though, because you're not saying anything about them. And it's like they see, whether they say it or not, how much confidence you have to not go and say stuff and kind of just move forward with your life and do as well as you are. Because they're trapped in fear and you're just moving forward regardless of whether you succeed or not. You know, they think, oh, it's kind of hasty of you or whatever, but because maybe they're more cautious or overthink things, but you're stepping into a new beginning because it's destined for you, not because you're hastily making a decision. You know, that's just impulsive for a stupid reason. It's very grounded, and you know that. It's grounded in the earth, like her feet is grounded in the earth. So let's get some specific messages here. I feel like you just have a lot of confidence lately, and that's bothering people. We have compartmentalized. I feel like maybe you're dealing with bullying, some of you, at workplace or some type of situation, and you're just very good at compartmentalizing it and just being like, okay, that happens there. It's not going to happen at home, or it's not going to happen at work. I deal with this, and I work, and I do my best. You know, and that's not an easy thing to do. So some people might be saying you're flashy or shallow because you don't get too deep and you don't integrate things. But it could be because things are not going well at home or work or something. So you just don't want to bleed them into each other because they're just way too hard right now. And you don't know the solution to it, is what I'm hearing, if I can put my commentary on it. We have heard something about you. So someone heard something about you that you have trust issues, or someone that you like heard something about you and they have trust issues now because of it. So maybe they backed away. They heard something from a friend of yours. Someone doesn't really like you. They feel like you're distracted, and maybe someone like that doesn't like you capitalized on that when they asked you, like, oh, did you know this person, and why is this person like that? And they would have said, oh, this person's a player, or this person's not someone, you know. So more time needed with to kind of get to know this person and kind of gain their trust, maybe, or, you know, see what they're about. Because they're kind of hot and cold is what is being said, though, as well. So don't worry about what they're saying about you being hot and cold, because they are too. So they may be using excuses, you know, to say that, or the person who said it is like that. You need to speak up, though. So someone thinks you need to speak up about something in particular, though. Someone's saying you're stubborn, though, about the situation. You don't want to come across a certain way. You care about your image and your dignity and your pride type thing. So some people think that only time will tell with a certain situation, because they don't feel like you're ever going to come out and say how you really feel about the situation, because you're too stubborn about it. So I hope that resonated for you, pile number 3. And if it did, leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe, follow me on my YouTube, my YouTube and my Instagram. DM me if you'd like a reading. Prices are on my main channel page and on my Instagram. If you'd like to leave a tip, it's in my description box, and how to leave a tip with my PayPal if you thoroughly enjoyed the reading. Leave me suggestions as well about what next you would like to see for a pick a card reading. So have a great day, night, wherever you are. Ciao.